Time to continue. Day 21. This is still a day that has 50% off in the commissary. So heads up. Definitely has to get you into the streaming mood. That's right. I just think like connecting with your community for a few hours, that's a dub, you know? That's just how I think about it. Oh yes, thank you, Smirk. Appreciate that. Have you gotten to the part with the rooms yet? I said no spoilers. There's rooms in this game? What the fuck, man? All right, maybe the Hovel dog? Classrooms we've only done once, but I think we're going to go Hovel mode. I'm going to actually go inside the Hovel again. This is Ravane. Ravane was the one trying to figure something out. 45292 coincidence is what he said. 2 wings, 9 ranks, antechamber sealed, 2 starting room. 2 starting rooms is strange to me, right? Like, I have not figured that out. I have not figured out why Ravane says that. That's the thing that turns on that other light. I've used up a couple extra things by being in here, but I don't think there's anything else in the room. This friggin' Hovel, dude. I've been able to watch the stream for like the last 5 years on a whim. I went through my old Google Docs and found a copy past I wrote and posted here accessibly all the way back in 2019. Just going to post it here once more for old times. You guys really think you're fans of Phil? Why? Because you stumbled across his most popular sketches on YouTube? You people sicken me. I've seen all the really deep cuts. Just yesterday, I went to his parents' house and asked them to see their old home movies. That's right. I watched them right there on his mom's couch. She makes a great cup of tea, by the way. And let me tell you, Kid Phil had jokes. Not that any of you fake fans would know that. We need to get a Phil community member to be a professional baseball player so we can have the Hype Train song play as a walk-up song. Way back when my brothers and I made little videos with the home. We had a little thing called Captain William Jones based on Star Trek. My oldest brother was doing like little CGI things, made little ships and like cut between us, but we didn't have a script. So it's a classic joke in the family that I was like maybe 5 and my brother was like 7 or 8. And we were trying to like do a scene and he was, he was Captain William Jones. I was Admiral something. And he told me to, we were trying to like get somebody on the ship. So he's like, beam them, Admiral. And then there was no script and I didn't know what the hell that meant. And I was 5. So I just held my arm out and I went, wow. And so like, that's like the classic joke in the family to beam people by going, wow. Dude, you got to let the show go on, dude. If you gotta be the admiral on a ship beaming people by waving your hand and making a little noise, you better get it done. The people expect a show, and you are not to upstage anybody else by saying, we don't have one of those. That's improv, baby. Wow. Okay, so we're gonna go over to we'll go up first, actually. Breakfast nook. I don't want a nook already. I guess I'll do a parlor here, unfortunately. I want to put the nook in the corner. Rook in the nook. That's one thing. Was there a gas line? There was a gas line, but I've already done it. I've already done that one. The other 2 boxes are empty. The other 2 boxes are false. The white box is true. So if this is true, that makes this one false, which makes this false, which means that can't be true. So this one's false, which means this one's false, which means this one's true, which means this one has the gems. Now, the gems are not as important in this particular run because I've got the hovel, but we did solve the puzzle, which is fun. Okay. We'll go, I guess, to the right here. Drawing room, den, chapel. Den gets us 2 extra rooms. Sure. Have not yet figured out what these lines mean, and it's starting to get to me, you know? You know any Havel jokes? No, I don't think I do. It's one letter away from hotel, so there's probably a joke that's like something along the lines of, like, I thought I was booking a friggin' hotel, but I booked a friggin' hovel. I've only seen Northern Lion roll credits, so I'm super interested to see where you're at. I have rolled credits. This is supposed to be a night. The observatory, I don't think, has a night in it. Yes, it does. So that's beginning to make me think that putting the things on the board actually influences your rolls rather than vice versa. But hard to say. Oh, that's the good one. Green rooms are more likely to contain special flowers, and Diamondus Minor. Got them friggin' diamonds at the wazoo. Okay, we're trying to go back north from here. So left turn. No left turn today. This is not a bedroom. I could lock off this entire side of the house. I have to no matter what, so let's get the storeroom. Phil. Are you noting the chess piece in that room on your notes? I've already noted it. We got pawn in here, right? Yep. And then observatory's knight, den is pawn, parlor is pawn, and yeah. Actually, I do want to check while I'm going back through because I have to. This is a white pawn. Okay. So that's good to do. All right, over to the corner here. You could just put the chapel in, but having the chapel available kind of makes sense. So let's go quest bedroom instead. Get our steps, get an item. And if we get the antechamber, we can increase our allowance. Really excited that you're playing this, but I kind of want to go back to playing. I get that. I totally get that. And I won't hold it against you. Our current goal. All right, that seems good. Let's do that. Although commissary could also be... Nah, let's just do this. This is a good spot for another dead end. We've done this, so we don't need to worry about that. Let's turn that off. I have to flip that back on after it blows the fuse, so that doesn't work. But gym's off, garage is on. Great. We can get back outside. If we can get a garage on the right side, then now we can get outside on the right, which would be fantastic. But it does feel as though the garage is exclusive to the west end of the house. We'll see if that's the case. We're keeping an eye out for sigils. I do think that this theoretically means something, like the shape of this and whatnot, but I'm not sure. Bedroom here. I've had to lurk for most of these streams, so what I love is how I understand all the words Phil is saying, but none of it means anything to me. That is one of the issues with streaming a game like this that has... Nice. Wish I got it earlier, but... streaming a game like this, because it's like... very difficult. I guess, let me do a quick summary for everybody. We're in this house. We inherited the house from our uncle. We discovered that our mother stole a crown from the, probably that our mother probably stole a crown from the dominant royalty in the area, known as the Reds. Their enforcers are known as the Red Guards. When we beat the game, we found that the crown was actually blue. We are known as the Blue Prince. We discovered that their just recently, this last stream, we discovered there are 8 realms. None of them are blue, but there are 8 realms, and they have different sigils. The sigil of where we are, Fen Ares, is a red sigil, and their sigil implies that they are a militaristic society. So we live in a militaristic royalist society. Our mother robbed a crown from them, stole it. This is theoretically to say that maybe we are blue royalty, whatever the blue family is. Our uncle, let's see here. These floor plans that we have, we can change the layout of our house every day, but that's true in the reality of the world too. So you can remove floor plans from the house, and that makes it impossible to put them into the house. And then, so in that way, you could protect someone. So theoretically, there could be a connection to another realm, to another world where my mom is, where maybe the entire Blue Kingdom is. There's something going on there. And then there's some other stuff that is like not super clear to me, but that's kind of like the story that I feel like is behind all of this, and like the crux of it all is these realms, these kingdoms, and these colors. If you have any questions about specific stuff I say, feel free to mention it, and I will let you know. Also, interesting that it's greetings from Reddington, and this is clearly like a blue picture, even though it says Reddington. Not guiding because I definitely know less than him. Am I allowed to speculate, or is that backseating? Gallery's pawn, Marcella's pawn, Diner is dark, and Zendaya is Michi. That's right. Zendaya is Michi. Like that sigil just now looked like Holly, but that's just nature knowledge. Yes, this is our place is called Mount Holly, so that is true. That you're just correct there. I want to put the bishop to my left, so I think I'll actually just do hallway here and hope that I get the other. Is there any chess piece in the hallway? No, but there is a locked chest that I'm not going to open because I only have one key. Chapel? You hate to see it. All right, so we don't get what we want, but if you try, sometimes you get what you need. So nice. We get a couple flowers. We get a sledgehammer. That's perfect timing. Well, not quite perfect timing, but good to have, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Sledgehammer lets you open up this thing. So my gosh, I need to be able to find the freezer, honestly. I've got 13 gems. Love all that, and downloading onto my PS5 right now. I did just give you like a lot of like legit spoilers for the game, but it'll still be very enjoyable. Sorry. We got a brother. This is another aspect of it. Makes me think that Irby is maybe the current Red King or Red Prince. Quick, someone make up some fake spoilers to drown them out. Spoilers if you processed any of that information. That's also true. I want to get the workshop because the workshop gives you a tool usually, and I feel like combining, I haven't done any combinations yet. I feel like combining stuff might be very useful. I also have this lever sledgehammer. I know this is like almost a combo, but I just need something else. A lever, a sledgehammer, maybe like a power source of some kind. And then I can like, I don't know. This is interesting because I still don't really know what it means. The true box does not always contain the prize. I am in a little bit of trouble. I want to branch out my... There we go. West Wing Hall is exactly what we want. Also, let me check in the workshop. Do we have a rook maybe? I'm guessing a rook. Nothing? No chess piece. Darn. Okay, so this current run now, C, nice. Let me just make sure that matches up with my thing so that it's not something else. We are in rank 3 on the list. Yes, okay. So you can also solve that puzzle instead of the art. You could just put the workshop in every location, and then you'll find it. Oh, never mind. I thought that was saying I could take the screwdriver, but of course it doesn't. All right. Clara's dead. I guess we'll get the chapel here. That's probably a smart move. But let's go north. Okay. Just started up Oblivion, and they're actually selling horse armor again. I think you have to sell horse armor if you're remaking Oblivion. You get the bit, right? Like it's now a bit. Whereas people were upset way back when, now it's a bit. I do have to figure out what the office. Do you already find the ticket that unlocks all the all you can eat sushi? I've already read that letter in case anybody was like, "What are you doing?" Keys for sale seems good because this way I could buy it and then go back into the room that will take all my money. Special key. I can get 2 special keys. I think that's what I'm going to do because one of them could be the secret garden, which I have not been in yet, and I think that's worth buying. There we go. So I can't... Ugh, rough. Maybe I just keep... No, I buy another key. I wish I had one more coin. That stinks. You're literally psychic. Did you unlock the hats for sale and stack your hats to 99? I've not been so lucky. I think I just put the secret garden here because if I do that, I still have the West Wing Hall, but I do want to branch out more. Maybe I do the chapel first, see what the room is, and then great commissary items for sale. That's good stuff. I can spend 3 more. Everything's half price in the commissary today, and then we can keep going. Shovel or salt shaker? I'll take the shovel. High 360p, Phil. Oh, did it drop my... No, my bit rate's still okay. This is so funny that it took me so long to zoom in on that. Oh, no. I need to get to the security to fix that. Oh, do I just do the secret garden even though... I'm going to take the risk. I need it to go straight or my run's over. Okay. Could also do garage. It also ends my run, but nah. I'm part of the shit internet club, so it's 160p for me, baby. Between the two of us, we have 10 pixels. Do we go for another one? It has to either go to the right or straight, which is pretty good odds. Let's go for it. Great. Dining room gives us 2 here. How are you doing, Chris? Get ourselves 10 steps. We do love 10 steps, don't we, Julie? Let's go up 1 more. Very nice. Okay, so drawing room. I can go up here. That should ring the little dinner bell once I go through this next room. That also takes me over. The secret garden, I believe, opens up this thing. I'm going to do the secret garden. Let's just commit to getting it. Okay. Secret garden unlocked.
It's kind
We
of
got a
fun.
shovel to dig in the secret garden. Got some unimpressive pebbles. We still have a door, which you do love to see. Here's the tier thing. It's pointing.
Nice.
That's interesting that I'm outside of the house right now. Does this keep turning? Okay, so I can point any direction. I guess we want to turn this thing to... Yeah. Neat. Seems good. So all I got to do is get to this antechamber, and if I do, I increase my allowance permanently by 2. So that's good. But my guess is that's not the only thing in the secret garden. Though I cannot do anything here. Spread fruit throughout the house. Okay, great. That's what it did. Yeah, once again, the only thing that had the footsteps in it was the ballroom, so it makes me very sure that that's the case, that there's something going on there in the ballroom. Office is interesting and gets me very close to the end. I will do that. And I will go in there. There's a safe here that I just have to figure out what the code is to it, and I'll get another letter. This makes me think it's like March, but of the count. I'm going to try 0301. No. It's the only way I knew to get to the antechamber after rolling credits. The only way I knew. Actually, no, I learned it like the same run, I think. But the only way I knew leading up to it was, spoiler for everybody, the Great Hall. Okay, so... Wonder if having the magnifying glass I could zoom in and see something on this. Because that's the same... Oh, it's not the same picture. This is the same picture. And that's my mom. In front of this mountain. I think I've zoomed in on this and it didn't have anything. Did a big head smack when I found out the Great Hall was away. And then here's the greenhouse antechamber. I have the broken lever for it already. My goal right now, I have a couple goals. Get to the antechamber, increase my allowance, and see if I can figure out what combines with the hammer and lever to create an item. Okay. I figured it was March something. I don't know why it's March 3rd, but I figured it was worth trying. What the hell was that picture always there? How have I been watching 4 seconds and already see something I've never seen? That's right, Pat. How are you doing, dude? Good to see you. It's my current allowance. Well, my dad gives me $6 every day, and he says that if I keep up the good work... Oh, in the game. Let's see. $8. $8. Dear Mr. Sinclair, thank you for properly answering all our demands, not involving the police, and allowing this unfortunate transaction to transpire as smoothly as one can hope. Unfortunate transaction, you say? And while I'm guessing you had hoped to never hear from us again once you'd given you back the envelopes, we felt that one final red letter of our own was merited given the circumstances. Hopefully you will not be as careless with this missive as you were with the others. Correspondence this incriminating should be kept in safes, not desk drawers. Let's first put your apprehensions aside, as I'm sure another red envelope is the last thing you expected to find on your desk this week. No, we are not making more demands, and no, we do not have copies of the other letters. You're already more than generous and accommodating, and the least we could do is fulfill our end of the bargain. Why write to you at all? Why incriminate ourselves further if we already have what we want? In a word, principles. After reading your eloquent reply to our initial note, it became apparent to us there had been a few misunderstandings. This letter is intended to clarify some of those points, and hopefully will place our schemes in a softer light. First, we may have gotten too excited with the colorful language of blackmail, but our goal was never to terrorize. Despite what you may believe you interpreted as thinly veiled threats towards your young nephew, I want to personally assure you there was never any tangible danger. If we gave any impression we would hurt the youngster, it was meant only in the very vague sense of hurting his social prospects. And yes, while we admit our word choices might be questionable, enough so that it would be reasonable to accuse us of being intentionally misleading, we hope you will believe us when we tell you that this was not a calculated ploy to elicit payment. However, as payment has been received, there is nothing to be gained by scrutinizing the questionable ethics that were employed in our extortion of those funds. Little defense can be mustered on that score. Additionally, any judgmental tone you may have detected when we discussed the content of your stolen letters was entirely unintended. We want it on record that we do not consider ourselves superior to you and your family in any way and are in fact entirely sympathetic to the underlying cause that the letters pertain to, and you thought this letter couldn't get more incriminating for us. Again, if we feel guilty as sin, and only time will tell if the financial recompense will outweigh our culpability. Even though you will never hear from us again, we hope this parting letter will result in you thinking of us and our dealings, if not favorably, at least sympathetically. Sorry for the inconvenience. Forever Anonymous. X. Okay. I wonder why it's March 3rd. I kind of regret just doing that, but what are you going to do? Yeah, Nicholas, tell me. I figured March of the Count. Maybe he was born on the 3rd. Maybe he died on... No, he didn't die on the 3rd. He died on November... If we count small gates. I thought that meant... if we count... there are 3... The count is 3 gates. 3 small gates out of the 8. I'm surprised about that. I guess don't tell me anymore, because it seems like maybe that info is something I haven't figured out. But thank you. I don't see how you would connect that to the safe. I'm not sure either. But I think also, like, I knew it was March because of this. Of the count, I guess count small gates. But yeah. Okay. Locked. That makes sense. We can go try to collect some money and get through the chapel to the locksmith to buy some more keys. I just need to find 2 more stacks of gold to do that. I think that's reasonable to expect. 1 already. Plus I get 1 extra there. Sorry, 2 extra there. So I just need really 1 more gold at this point, and then I'm set to buy 3 keys. All right, through the drawing room. Any money in here? No, but there is an orange. And there's going to be a lot of... Did I just burn a step over there? Oh, no. That was just adding from the other thing. Okay. That goes into the foundation, which I can continue going through if need be. Here's a banana. Spreads have allowed me to increase my meals, special courses. Some money here. Golden Sunrise soup. I'll just take it. 5 more gold. Very nice. Screaming internally till Phil picked up the gold. Yeah, I'll just eat this. I should have plenty of steps, although I guess I probably shouldn't have done that. I probably should have gotten the keys and then done it first, but it's okay. You'll forgive me. 18 gold right now. That goes to 16. I can get one more tool as well without finding any more gold. If I do find gold, I'm extra Gucci. Do I look in there first? See a fruit over there, but I don't think I see any gold. So I guess we're going to risk it. Okay, keys first. Gold, gold, gold. Damn. Three keys. And I won't buy the other key because I can go into this and buy a 4 gold item. I do lose a coin by doing so, but still good. Sleeping mask or get the salt shake. Oh man, the salt shake. I should have done the salt shake. That was dumb. I should have eaten all that food afterwards. All right. I guess I'm getting the sleeping mask though. Would salt combine with... No, I don't see how salt could combine with the other things, so do that. And that way I also don't lose any more money, which is nice. All right, up to the dining room. Gave me 5 from my thing. Didn't even need this here. I could do security to unlock that door by and increase the number that are there. Let's do that for sure. Estate inventory, 6 fruit and 13 coins still on the estate. I could go for most of the dishes from the game. I could go for one of them drinks right about now, you know? Offline mode unlocked. Security level high. Because they are now off. Turn to security menu. Banana with salt. Swan song. Oh. Sorry. Swan song. Sunrise soup with a side of gold coin. Huge, right? I'll take the side of gold coin for sure. Can't do that. Return to network menu. Let's do a quick staff services. Special orders. Place a special order. What could theoretically combine? I don't really see how any of this could combine with a hammer and a lever. I feel like it's got to be like a power source, right? Like a lever attaches to a power source and does something like lets the hammer whack, or like, because there's no weapons. I'll order the running shoes. The shoes and the shoes combined with a hammer. Like one of those things of teeth that clacks at people, but it's with a hammer. Okay, so there's like a bunch of gold down here, but what are you gonna do? Through the foundation. Use one key here. Can turn back away, get the bacon eggs, get more steps. Could do the aquarium, which gives me a bunch of steps back because it's a bedroom. Although I don't know if that actually counts in hindsight. I think I screwed that up before. Whatever, let's get the aquarium. Gives me 2 branches that are good. And before we get carried away and forget, let's go try and get... I'll go into the corner first. Maybe something I find will allow me to have a die, and then we're going to go in the office, unlock that door, and hope it goes to the right. Ideally, I have dice so that I could re-roll. The billiard room is exactly what I want. The vault gives me 40 gold, which is pretty nice because I can go buy stuff to my heart's content. Paired with the little coin purse, I'm going to have so much money. Gold! I think 0501 is going to be one for sure, or 5156. But I'm not sure yet. Do I do it? Do I go all in, hope for the thing that goes right? I mean, it's not so unlikely. Yeah, let's do it. And if it screws up, we still have a good chance. Thing that goes to the right. Hate to see it. Well, this would have been amazing to have. Attic is excellent and study is excellent. I've never had either. The question is, which one do I want? I think I want study because I want to reroll for rooms that I haven't had before on the east side of the house. This is great. New blueprint? No. Face and ace, 44 letters in the message. Yep. And this one's not a letter. Yep. Glove, love, unused pairings, glove, love, sting, sing, crowd, crow, groan, gown, snack, sack. Here's a safe. Queen in this room, the study, black queen. Oh, that is true, Chris. Maybe that was a misplay. I could have... I think I do have them all on the board, but I think they're different colors, and they're certainly not in the right location, but I could try based on this. Queen, I haven't written down. Study, black, and then the other one was in her maid's, or the ladyships, right? I believe it was in her ladyship's chambers. Okay, let's see if we can get a hint about what date this might be. Sturdy study, face ace. Yep. I don't know if it's possible with so little time left, but I need to remember to ask Anne if we can commission new artwork for all the rooms of the house. We need them produced in sets of 2, a pair for each room. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm thinking. I'm likely delusional to think this will be pulled off by Thursday. So it just got done. That's funny. Okay. So we're going to try 5156. We're going to try 0501. Okay. It's not that. Let's see what other dates we have in here. The ball was in 1952. That was just the year, though. So it's probably not that. Yeah. 1105 is the day of his death. 1107 is the day I came in. Okay. Everything's a hint. It's maddening. Almost definitely not, but the first slip I got was 5269. Yeah. 1106 is the day in between. I did the math. We could try 1213, which is the year of Mount Holly's founding or something, I think. Yeah, okay. We'll try 9083, which is the fake code from another, yeah, from the other thing. Okay, so we don't know the date here. Let's see if we could figure it out in this room. I don't think we can, but it is a date. I'll just, for this sake of it, I'll do 1128. Yeah, I didn't think so. And okay. So let's see what else we got. We got the Black Queen is on D8, which is where it like should be. Simply brute force the date. Oh, someone's saying something. Okay. This is like the correct start of the setup. Trying to think if there's. It feels like this is a lot of hints for the thing that we already know. You know. And I feel like by the time you get to this room, you should already know it. But maybe I had a weird path. It is important to have multiple ways to figure something out. What date could this possibly be? Maybe it's maybe it's like by Thursday. With so little time left. So let's say the 7th is the day I went in. And he's referring to, I'm going to try like the early days of November because sometime that week. I think if it's not 4, it's definitely not this solution, but we'll try 6 as well. Okay. You did the map letter room without this room? Yeah, I talked to the guy in the rumpus room. He said like pairs of he said something along the lines of like pairs of whatever. And I was like, "Oh, cool. I get it." It was a pretty clear hint, I think. I don't think I'm just goated with the sauce, you know. I think that was like almost saying what it was. 44 letters. Commissary also gives a slightly subtle hint with yeah. I remember seeing the commissary one and I was like, what is this? There's something. I remember he literally said pairs of something with it, whatever. I remember seeing the commissary thing and being like, okay, I get this. There's something going on with the art. They go in pairs, something with, something without. I don't know what that means. And then the rumpus room was like, hey, there's a letter difference. And I was like, oh yeah, okay. My nose is itchy. So itchy nose update. It's up there. D8. December 8th, maybe? Hell yeah. Sick. Another victory into Baruga. December 8th. Me. Be prepared for our plans to be set in motion in a month or two. It's all lining up, and all of our hard work is about to come to fruition. I have just learned that several members of the museum's guard are sympathetic to our cause. We suspect 2 more to be pure opportunists whose loyalty extends only to their coin purse. Interesting. Your uncle has already agreed to let us use Mount Holly's flexible floor plan for a trial run. Assuming the red print we have... Oh, dude, there's red prints. Secured of the museum's closed exhibit is in fact accurate and up to date. Okay, did you really beat it day 15? I did. I had a crazy lucky run, Mark. I not only did I have a crazy lucky run, but I also just happened to do, like, I had the tomb for the first time that day, and I happened to go down and move the minecart, which otherwise would have just put a complete lock on that. Finally rolled credits day 50 on Christmas. Hell yeah, dude. I think I got crazy lucky, and like the fact that I also, the final roll, no shit, was a dark room where I could not see which room would connect between the dark room and the antechamber. And it just happened. Got real unlucky with the fountain draining. I drained the fountain. I'm not sure exactly. That may be something that I didn't do. Anyway, okay, let's for a trial run, assuming the red print we have secured of the museum's closed exhibit is in fact accurate and up to date, we should begin these trials without delay when you arrive. If you can, within the next 2 months, fabricate for some fiction that might alleviate us of the presence of the servant staff. Cool. Add closed exhibit to your drafting pool. I now have a red print. Sick. Foundation is my top room in entrance hall because I didn't understand. Also, sorry, I love this game. It didn't even occur to me that Foundation could be placed there. I placed it as soon when I saw it does not reset each day. I was like, okay, interesting. This is not a great spot for Foundation now that I think about it, but what are you gonna do? It's there now. Or maybe it is a good spot for Foundation. I guess it's kind of close to Antechamber. That's kind of good. Yeah, I thought something like that too, Mark. I didn't consider that it was gonna lock me into a very specific playthrough. Okay, sick. We just found 2 red letters in like a few moments. We have so much money. We have a lot of steps. I think we want to get back to the commissary, buy the last couple things, and then go to the locksmith and buy lockpicks as well. We are starting to like, steps might be relevant here. I might want to start doing other stuff, but okay, I'm not going to make it into the antechamber unless I find that other green room. Yeah, let's go back first. That stinks, but we got to do it. And I guess we can go through the commissary now that we've turned off security doors too. So let's start by going to the key shop. Nice. Get my 5 steps from my sleeping mask there. Worth. Lockpick kit. 3 keys. I guess let's buy 3 more keys. 19 gold. The other things are going to cost 7. But I lose 1 coin. Buy 1 more key. Maybe I just keep the gold. There might be some other use for gold. I don't need more than 6 keys, hopefully. When there's high security, no power. Okay. Metal detector, salt shaker. Still 39 steps. Select a new floor plan to permanently add to your estate's draft pool. Yeah. First things first, though. There's a black pawn in the drafting room. Drafting studio, rather. Write that shit down. This game's so cool, dude. It's so cool to have curiosity just like rewarded, period. There's, you know, like, I don't have to be like, is this real? You'll be able to choose a brand new floor plan to permanently add to your draft pool. Permanent changes do not reset each day. This is so funny that I found this late. Each time you dig in a room, unlock all doors in that room. Whenever you enter a vestibule, 3 of the doors unlock and the 4th one becomes locked. Whenever you draw Dovecote while drafting, you may rotate floor plans. Oh, okay. I think that's probably quite good. The kennel also sounds good because it lets green rooms pretty much always be unlocked. I got this room multiple times before I completed the game. Yeah, that's the first time I've ever seen it. Kennel does have dogs. Dogs are pretty fun. This seems more useful. I'm going to get this. The kennel's good because it has dogs in it. Exactly. A towering loft serving home to many of the feathered locals of Mount Holly. As a birdwatcher and amateur ornithologist, Mary had petitioned her uncle for years for this to be built on the estate. Added to my draft pool permanently. Now let's look around for any secrets. Drafting strategy. I've already seen this. Nice Outquicker. Heart of the home. Oh, maybe this is... Maybe I didn't quite have all this. Chemicals used to... Yeah, okay. Cause coated paper to turn black when exposed to light. Raven hue. More fitting to the reign of Oris. Okay. I already wrote that down. Yes, Arindia is black. Okay. It's decidedly more difficult to affix in architect's revision edits too, and so blue is proposed an ideal replacement. By the 4th era, all floor plans were being printed on blue paper. Over the years, the fear of political connotation deferred to innovation, and the use of colored prints eventually being popular with engineers and architects who use a different way to differentiate various types of buildings. Violet prints are for bedroom. Orange floor plan is hallway. Yep. Bedroom is most often referred to as the heart of the home. Architects always use violet for bedrooms. May wish to use bedroom strategies if they're the type they love to explore and backtrack frequently. Excess of steps usually affords bedroom enthusiasts the mobility to be carefree. Synergies, sleeping mask, nursery, servants' quarters. Yep. Green rooms, breath of fresh air. Synergistic strategies often involve drafting many of the colors possible. The more you're able to draft, the more powerful their effects will become. More likely than other types of rooms to contain piles of dirt for digging. Yep. Orange passage. Hallways of the arteries if the bedroom is the heart. While these orange corridors are often overlooked. Yep. Lockpicks, hall passes. Yep. Golden trim is shops. Lots of gold will want to draft multiple shop rooms, bordered with the shades of gold. Having a well-placed shop within the estate can enhance the quality of life for the entire household. 2 doors. Extra items never for free. Coin purse, coupon book, vault. Negative space. Red room are a daring addition to any home. A certain level of risk. They offer the potential for substantial returns as they provide as many doors as they do opportunities. Architects willing to take the plunge and draft a red worm, often rewarded with a unique and striking space that leaves a lasting impression on those who enter. Taking risks can be intimidating, but those who dare to venture outside their comfort zone can reap the greatest rewards. X. Okay. That's a chapel. Prismatic are... This is a mage chamber and a bedroom. Yes. Be unlocked for having a foyer because of the aquarium. Yep. Purples of our dreams, reds of our fears. No ambition is too brave. For an architect, it's too brave. All right. Okay. Had some info confirmed, basically. Stuff that I was kind of aware of. Very detailed paper model of a safe. I wish I had a... I feel like a... magnifying glass would be the thing I need here. Noted. Though this does look like the study. In fact, this for sure is the study. I feel like there's something I could probably do with that, but... Okay, nothing else on here. Day 1, I know which day that is. I've already added that. And... Okay. So now our goal right now is trying to get to the east side of the house. Bacon and eggs feels kind of good. This is amazing for steps if I want to just keep going from up there. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, wait, no, it's not steps, it's keys. So I had to just have a crazy amount of keys. Passageway feels probably like the move here, despite its cost. Lockpick this one. Probably breakfast nook. I think we go... I don't want to, but I'm going to go laboratory. Because if I can get the power room, then I can finally do this puzzle that I've solved like years ago. I solved the lab puzzle like so early, and I just have to get the power to the room. Experiment set up. Continue the experiment. Immediately set your steps to 40. Add 3 aquariums. Gain +1 star. I mean, I guess I want to go the next 3 times you open a lock trunk. Set your steps to 40. You know what? Honestly, let's just do immediately. Gain 19 steps immediately. This one could also be good. But I'm going to go with just set my steps to 40. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about trying to find trunks. Just get 19 steps. Okay, I was going to say. Okay, so I need the boiler room. And I can re-roll with it. Re-roll with gems to try to get it. This is a great setup. Let's hope. Lockpick. Okay, use a regular key. Let's try. Music room. Let's redraw. Why are there books here, I wonder? Oh, okay. That's how many times I can do it. Walk-in closet's good. Patio's amazing for me. But, it's not what I need. I want the boiler room. Come on, boiler room. Might not be able to put the boiler room here, but I'm going to keep trying. Got plenty of gems. Nothing to use them on. Patio, planetarium, bedroom, closet. Probably I can't because if you're facing the edge, you probably just can't. That's my guess, but I just have to try. Yeah. I'm sure I'm right, but gotta try. I guess I could go for something that I know can use power instead. Car keys. No, passageway doesn't use power, and it's... I don't know. East Wing Hall maybe has power. I can't tell. Passageway uses power. All right, nice. Okay. Then I guess I'm going to go ahead and do a servant's quarters to just get a crazy amount of keys. No way I could possibly run out of keys if I do servant's quarters. There are 12 major keys. What? Noted. That's funny because there are 12 major keys in music as well. It's an interesting note. Hartley, I know we spoke often to this day, and I don't think there's anything I could say the past 40 years that I haven't already attempted to tell you. And numerous times in the past, half-stated gratitude, always interrupted with tactful and polite repudiations from you. I'd always known this final letter could be the perfect opportunity to finally express myself uninterrupted by you and unfettered by social graces, but I don't feel the inclination to say aloud what has always been unsaid between us. With my passing, I release you from your post and service to the Sinclair family and implore you to live out the remainder of your years on your own terms, as scary and unfamiliar of a concept as that may be to you. Besides, I think a more junior valet would be better situated to meet the needs of young Master Simon. To that end, if you wish, you may stay on long enough to oversee this training and establishment of your successor in their post, but as soon as he or she has the lay of the land, my instructions for you to quit must be satisfied. Ignoring what I imagine your objections to might be after reading this, I've decided to leave the lake house in Trinsdale to you and your family. My lawyers will have all the details of the gift and will be contacting you shortly about the particulars. For the past 4 decades, you have served willingly as the subject and victim to my many whims, games, and riddles, and so rest assured, unlike my nephew, you will not be put to yet another challenge to prove yourself worthy in this matter. The house is yours without strings or stipulations. I had for a time gleefully entertained the notion of employing Anne as the house manager of your new residence, but I knew the humor of such a prank would be entirely lost on you, to say nothing of her. Until we meet again, my friend. Hartley. Noted. Get it? Which one's Hartley? I believe he's... Okay, yep, new valet at some point, but it doesn't say what the first name is. But thank you for your service. You're fired. Here's a house. Hey. Also, I love you. What's up, Two Hands? Right? That was the vibe there. Thanks for being my valet. Also, I love you. Missed that key. Okay. So maybe I could do something there with the bells. The bells are like the servants' bells to make sure you know where to go, but... Noted, noted, noted. I can also run payroll and get some money here in the servants' quarters if I so choose, but... Mr. Ruoda, Mrs. Babbage has told me that you will be overseeing network maintenance over the few weeks while I will be gone. I apologize in advance for the extra workload. I believe I'll be back in Reddington by the middle of February, but even that is not a certainty. Either way, I do not anticipate there will be any major issues while I'm gone, as the difficulties we were having last month with the terminal connections seem to be resolved. If there is an emergency and you find yourself having to enter the central server site, I've set you up with a temporary admin key to allow you access to this network administrator controls. First 4 letters of your last name followed by first initial. Okay, so admin key. Is, do I know who Ruoda is? Network maintenance. I don't have a Ruoda in here. I don't have a first name that seems to make sense for this. Could be Christoph, but I think that's the new driver. So, Mr. Ruoda... First 4 letters, last name, followed by first initial, which I assume means the first letter of his first name would be the thing. So it'd be R-U-O-T something. 1 and 5 capitalized. Network administrator controls. Ruoda. Surprised I haven't seen that. Let me write that back down on that other page too. Wish I'd done a better job of organizing this. I didn't expect this much work, you know? Okay. Let's hope for one of these to be the power. I guess I should do this one first. Try to get to the left with something that... Oh, okay. Could re-roll. I've never had a trophy room. It cost me 15 steps, but I'm going to take the trophy room because I've never had it. And that might be useful. Inheritance trophy, yep. So I only have the one trophy right now. Have to assume there's probably something else. Yeah, 8 gems. No dish. No dish. Same thing that's in the front. No lore? There's got to be lore, dog. For a 5-gem room? No shot. No shot. Oh, dude. Megamind meme, no lore. There's one up there. Friggin' trophies. That's wild. I'm actually really surprised by that. And that hurts, too. That kind of hurts bad, actually. Because now I'm at 23 steps in such a promising run. All right. So it goes. Come on, boiler room. Come on. Boiler room. Come on, boiler room. Come on. Boiler room. All right, come on. Come on. Boiler room. There we go. Now, do I have to do all this again? Yes. Okay. Maybe not. Let's see. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I was doing Bob Dylan at the end there. I'm glad you agreed. All right. I got to do it again. All right. So first let's just do this. Oh, that's done. Okay. You're on as well. Okay. So you and you. Right. Okay. Let me just make sure that's doing what I want it to. All right. Yes. 1, and then this one's got to go here. Okay. And then the third boiler has to go boiler room. Straight up. Boiler room. Hey. Activate. Oh my god. I've fucking biffed, dude. Wait, did I? No, okay. No, I didn't. I thought I biffed so bad. I thought that this was the wall that I needed the power to go through, but it's going through the correct wall now. Water boiled. Okay, now that I've done that, though, before I leave, in case I get down to the basement and do all that nonsense. Let me power this box, because you never know. Interesting. I actually it didn't even occur to me, but you can use the other pole there to power that stuff, which means you can power some stuff that I haven't ever powered before, I think. Let's see, I powered this one. If you flip it, I powered these two. If you flip it, you powered those two. Okay, so I've powered them all. Never mind. All right, let's go do the lab. I'm pumped to see what it does. Thought that was a pawn. Okay, I believe it's 9 and then 3, but let me just make sure. I write it down at the top of one of these pages. Push 3 up after 9. Okay. Laboratory. You got to check your notes. What do we got? Ooh. That's interesting. The Black Bridge Grotto has been powered and permanently unlocked. Each day you may access one offline terminal from the network. Okay, so now my computer is goated. So I have Swan Song, but I also have Ruot or whatever. Hey, Daffy. Hey, Two Hands. I think I did, but I'm not sure. So there's that. Remote terminal access. View active terminals. Use a Black Bridge connection to connect to the shelter. Because I'm curious about the laboratory situation with the shelter. Radiation monitor. Spiked by the experiments conducted in Mount Holly's laboratory. All doors in the house will automatically unlock if I have 12 USV or higher. Readings are often spiked by the experiments conducted in Mount Holly's laboratory. So should I, like, screw with the stuff here? Just like pull more. No, I can't pull more levers. Then why would that? I can't do any other experiments in here. What you talking about? Dog. Kimberly Thompson. Frustrating. That's the hint. The experiments. Okay, so if I can't change parameters this time. I guess maybe every time the experiment's successful, you get more. That might be what it is. kind of want to not brute force the name, even though, you know. Resume experiment. That can give me my steps back. That'd be so funny if you could just keep coming back and doing it. All right. I guess we're going up to boiler room now. Boiler room. This is to the side of the house. Lockpick. Open. To the left. Red gems in each green room. It's a patio. I will do that because I can also get something else by doing this. I can get... Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, never mind. It's not. It's not unfortunate at all. Okay, just got to find the archives now. And hopefully by the time I find archives... We'll have some more, there we go, some more steps. Use a salt shaker on that turnip I found in the ground. An ordinary key, you'll love to see it. And we're gonna check this post to see if I can get over there by clicking everything. Seems like I cannot. That's okay, we're about to find what we can do there. Oh, sometimes my light just gets really bright for no reason. It's always scary. Leads to a room of your choice. I think probably I do the secret passage here. Still looking for freezer. I could go for freezer and get a lot of that stuff, but I think I'm going to try to get a green room here. And by try to, I'm going to guarantee myself a green room here. And also I'm going to look for a secret book. While I'm in here, let me turn the brightness down. That's about right. There's that book that he was referring to in that letter, the Red Guard. I find interesting. A couple more coins. Maybe another coin from my coin purse. Nah. Lockpick doesn't work. Doesn't matter. Greenhouse. I can open up the thing below the antechamber. It uses my broken lever, though. Or I can go veranda. That's an interesting decision to make there. I do have water in the greenhouse now, yeah. That might be worth just doing it. Yeah, you've sold me. I might not make it to the antechamber because of my steps, but I do have water in here, so... Worthless old tin can. A rather dirty coin. I wonder if the gem flower is like nice. Use the water to gain a gem. Dude, I'm getting gems out the wazoo. I wonder if the yeah, gonna do this for the first time. I can't talk. I keep forgetting what I'm saying as I'm saying it. Wonder if the water gives you these gem flowers, and I just didn't notice it because I have the other thing that increases the gems I get. 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh. 4, 5, 6. I think I'm done. 7, 8. I don't think I've spread anything, so I can't pick up another meal in the dining room. I think I shouldn't have done that. It's a shame. I think I can only survive if I find like a bit of food that I missed. Feels like the greenhouse maybe has a method of getting out of here. You know? Broken glass here. I don't know. Well, I don't see anything else, so that's a shame, but I think that's where we're going. Out. Boiler room has the other passage on the other side, so that's I'm down to the boiler room on the other side to salvage my steps. Interestingly, that didn't use a step. Moving from the greenhouse to the secret passage. I guess it counts. It's a special room. In that manner. Okay. Let's just spin this over. Oh, I can't do that if I want to keep this going over here. Wait, why wouldn't that power this? Okay, it does. But it doesn't? Few old coins. Only this one can power that. That's strange. I guess that has to go in there to start it up, and then this is actually the escape for it, so. All right, well, I'm coming right back, so it doesn't matter. This is just I'm hoping to go up here and get, like, master whatever's. Oh, no, I have to power this door. Ugh, okay. So I have to go. It's powering this thing, and then the other one is this one. So I have to go like. No, that's only one of them. Like this? But that doesn't work. I'm confused how I did this. I guess I did this? No, because that can't send power. How did I open this door? That powers one. Oh, you only have to power one. Okay. I guess that's the bridge. Okay. So you can't get over there, but you can power one. And then, yeah, so that's the issue that I'm running into. I see what's going on. Can I open that door and access it? I don't know if I can. Because in order to use the elevator, I have to switch this off, which switches this off. I can't switch it from up here. And if I want to get this bridge across, it has to be those two, which I don't think is possible. I can get the bridge across, but then the door shuts. Recently got addicted to Against the Storm. It is very good, right? It's a great game. Dang. I can't open that door. Here I thought I had an extra out, but I don't think I do. Well, at least I got the... Oh, man. That's brutal. I guess I go down and then I hope to hit like fruit in these couple rooms here. It's not impossible. And I also get to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can get to the workshop and just try to combine a bunch of stuff. Unfortunate that I lost the lever. But yeah, I don't think I can actually get out to that door. Stinks. That's okay. I've already unlocked at least one thing permanently. Okay, 5 steps. Commissaries, 4 steps. Already owned all of it. Down to chapel. Over to West Wing Hall, because I've already gone to the boudoir to get my 5 steps from that. I'm like a couple steps short if I don't find any fruit. Oh, here's a fruit, which I get quite a few steps from because of the salt. Salting my apple. All right, let's check the table. Coin purse and nothing. Okay. Shovel and shovel and metal detector. Detector shovel. I guess when you dig, you have a better chance. Greater chance of finding that. Much greater chance of finding while digging. Nice. Okay. Lockpick and no. And sledgehammer and okay, nothing. So if I go back to the bunk room, I'm going to get 10 steps, which is worth. Plus I could dig in here and do the watering can in here. Plus there's coins there. Silver key. Unlocking a door with a silver key leads to a room with many doors. Bunch of money. Banana acquired. We are not as toast as we might have been historically. Huge, guys. We've really pulled this thing together. Take the gun. I wish. Okay, back out. Into the hallway. Look for some fruit. No fruit. Through the bedroom, which gives us another 5. Back to 23 steps. Entrance hall. So now the choice. I shouldn't have gone to the entrance hall before I decided this, but maybe I can look in these other rooms and see if I see any like fruit from the doorway. I can go 1, 2, 3. I guess it doesn't matter. I can go back and forth between the bedroom and the entrance hall as many times as I want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have a pretty good chance of getting through there because I could re-roll and I can go to the antechamber. I think that's probably wise. Are you going to do chessboard a different day then? I think I might. I don't know. It's like, I don't know if that's a solution. And it uses up enough steps. I have a guaranteed increase to my allowance here. I feel like the pieces probably all have to be the same color, and I don't think they are. So I'm leaning against doing it this time, but it's possible that I go to the antechamber, get the basement key, go to the foundation. I've got the Blackbridge Grotto was the last edition. It's not that gazebo. Huh. I'm actually surprised about that. Do I want to go to the antechamber and increase my allowance today. I do get some more steps here. I could theoretically get some more steps up here and still come out and get it done. Thanks for the follow, by the way. Hey.
Subscription. 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 Subscription.
Thank you very much for the Prime sub, Toast Recon. I love the username. It's a great username. How are you? Allowance is a permanent upgrade, so I mean, yeah, so it's like permanent upgrade there. The chessboard might also be a permanent upgrade is the thing, but I can't really know. Yes, I did get another piece of food, dude. 5 steps and a gem. All right. Sloppy Jim. 6 steps. All right. And then over here. And I have enough gems to just reroll as many times as I want now. Nice. Ordinary key. Watering can. Plus 5 steps. Plus a dig. Plus a gem. Plus a gem. Pretty good deal. Yeah, I can reroll 27. Well, not 27 times, but reroll, 8 times or whatever. Cloister will get me there. Take 9 steps. Ballroom. Set your gems to 2. Cloister costs 9 steps. I'm going to redraw even though those get me there. Those are both pretty brutal for me. Rotunda can guarantee it. It would also cost 9. How many more rerolls do I have? I have like 6 more rerolls. I just need a straight room that is not going to... All right, this is decent. Foyer, 6 steps. Ad's always unlocked. It doesn't add anything for me, really. Cloister. Do I really want to keep re-rolling on this? This is kind of crazy. All right, next one I get that's 6 or less, I'll keep. But I have 5 more re-rolls still. Attic I could take and just do that. Rumpus Room is what I'm taking. Takes 3 steps. I get another whatchamaface, and I get into the antechamber. Here's the whatchamaface. First, I'm going to take this, though. Lucky Rabbit's Foot. Maybe that goes with the keys. That'd be funny. Let's see what he has to say this time. I appreciate that, Toast Recon.
And, as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a drawing card. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And
Good old Alzara.
I suspect you wish me to look at the future. Yes, the fog is clearing. I see a shadow in the doorway. Silent footsteps in the hallways. An unlatched gate you did not open. A missing item you did not take.
All right.
I see a young boy watched from afar. A young boy who once was brave, but now afraid. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alazara
A missing item you did not take.
till the dawn of the following day.
Did we get a second ending? We have not gotten a second ending.
More to say.
Thank you, Alzara. Very cool. We've increased our allowance.
Hell yeah. Another victory in Tabasco.
No safe in this room, right? I think that the diamond, my pitch is I think the diamond is our moat for our sigil, but I don't know yet. Music room. A major key and a minor key. It's cute. Could take the nursery. I don't know if there's much benefit to going back to the basement right now. I could take this. That would end it. I take this and I get another room. I could theoretically maybe do something in the upper right there, but I have already found all the permanent additions to the house. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, back to 7, 8. I think I can get back to the chess room if I don't decrease my number of steps. Pantry will give me food also. I'm going to take the pantry. Pantry gives me an apple. Sure, I'll just use a regular key here. Redraw. Kitchen food for sale. Let's take that. Oh, it's one room too early. I guess food for sale doesn't really do too much for me, other than guarantee I've got food for the chess, whatever. Attempt that. I've got a bunch of rerolls if I want. I could go for foyer here and then try to reroll into kitchen up there, which I think is what I'm going to do. Yeah. If we count gates, if we count small gates, that's funny. Count gates. So I think this might be what it means when it says count small gates. So if I can see how many of these are in a room, that might be the day, but that might be just the office clue. But worth remembering, this guy with like the pointy friar tuck is count gates. Baron Sinclair. Giariana, maybe. Major Nicholas Key, the 4th. Major Key. There are 12 major keys. Major Nicholas Key. Rota is the network administrator in present day. I don't think Rota is going to be in here. Baron Tomas Sinclair. Lord William Epson. Okay, so now we're looking for kitchen pretty specifically. But if we get an attic, I'll take an attic too. Walk-in closet I don't think is good enough. Master bedroom is also quite good, but kitchen we got. I think I'm going to take kitchen, and then we'll try to get whatever that last thing is in the last room of the house. Okay, club sandwich. Tomato soup. Banana. 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 Turn the water on. Refill can. Sick. Lock picked it. Okay, walk-in closet is a decent option, but it's not as good as attic, which I think is theoretically possible to get. Could get the conservatory. I've never had it before, just the rarity of the floor plans in your house. It's not a bad choice at the end of a run to take something you haven't seen before. But I also am kind of holding out to try to get something with a workshop. I don't think I could do it. I think I'm going to go for it'd be the last one I take in this entire run. What do you say, folks? Should I re-roll or should I do conservatory? Pop off in the chat. I've got 7 more re-rolls. We got to take it, do what feels good. Conservatory. I have no strong feelings. Conservatory it is. Dug up a key. West Wing only garage, West Wing hall, her ladyship's chamber, East Wing hall, master bedroom. Yep. Other special cases, conservatory, only draftable in a corner. Bookshop, only draftable from library. Noted. I need to draft more libraries then. Did I see a hand over here? I thought I did. I've still never drafted a laundry room either, amazingly. All right. In the conservatory, you'll be able to permanently adjust the rarity and rates that determine how often certain floor plans are drawn. I guess I should maybe make laundry room more common since I've never seen it. I could also make lavatory really rare since it's so bad. I don't know what laundry room does. I'm just going to make this seen so seldom and represented in so few numbers, they're considered by many to be endangered. Without serious conservation efforts, many of these rare specimens may never be seen. Oh, I can do multiple. Okay, great. Weeds for their overabundance prevents less common from flourishing. I'm going to go standard. And then nursery is commonplace, considered weeds. Whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 8. That's fine with me because it's something that I want to get early rather than late. I don't want to find it late like I have. This is a black rook in the conservatory. All right, let's go do the chess puzzle. Salt Shaker came through for us, guys. Money well spent. And I think the door that opened to the grotto, I love saying grotto, was the door in that little hallway as well. I'm not sure about that, but I think it. I'll check the workshop again, try to do the rabbit foot with something. Oh, lucky purse. What the hell? Doubles all the money you find. Oh my lord. Salt shaker and okay. And lockpick and all right. So the sledgehammer combined with lever combined with something else. I have to figure out what it is, but it's none of the stuff I have right now. It feels like it would be like, I don't know. I keep saying power source, but I haven't ever seen a power source that was portable in this game, so. Is there a puzzle here in this courtyard with these 4 trees? There might be. I haven't figured it out, though. Back through here, back through here. Nothing to do about that. Utility closet, nothing to do about that. All right, let's go out and let's do this chess situation. Let's see if it does something. So we're going to go... That's a gate we didn't open, theoretically, but it's helpful that it was open. I would have opened it if I... Oh, I have to do this again now? Okay. Fine. I'm shocked. How about they claim to be a water conservation initiative? How about they just don't flush? Look, you don't have to convince me. You have to convince me. I think what they're doing is logical and normal. Very nice. Skip cutscene, skip cutscene, skip cutscene. If I leave this on, I think I lose 20 steps every day, but I can just quickly undo the thing if so. So I think I'm just going to leave it. Yeah. I don't know. I probably won't be going back down there. I'm going to do this again. If I want to go back down, then I can simply manage. Why'd you lose steps for that? The book that I saw said that you want to keep the smoker on or else apple production in winter won't keep up. The book in the little apple orchard thing. So the book told me that if you keep this thing lit, then you're not going to be able to do it. Oh man. All right. I thought I did that. Didn't I do that last time? How was it off if I didn't do that? I guess I must have. Whatever. That's why we don't let anyone add quotes there. So that people don't do that. Now you just speculate. Well, it was off. I guess what I must have done last time is I must have turned it off after I came back up. I wonder if it's going to just go down because I've flipped the switch and I couldn't turn it back. Nope. It seemed to be okay. maybe one day I'll be able to open this. I had the filing cabinet key again as well, and I couldn't do that. All in favor, say P. I didn't think to consider this strange, this gate open, until they told me, this is really weird that that gate's open. And now I'm like, oh, okay. I guess it's weird. Okay, so I can't go down. Okay, I can go down? Good. All right, so you can go down, but can you go up again? Here's the miner helmet along with the client, Tomas Sinclair. I'm going to write this date down, though.
Bit.
Mining date 07/02/1915. Chessboard. Oh, the chessboard pieces aren't on there anymore. This is no longer open, so if I go in here now... Okay. What do I have? I've got observatory. I do have a knight there. Den is pawn, so I'm going to put the pawn here. King. Office up there. Queen in study. Bishop in chapel. And rook. Let's use the vault. Nice. May draw floor plans up to 4 times when drafting the 4 corner rooms. You do not have to pay tithes. Instead, gain 30 coins the first time you enter chapel each day with this power. Each day you may choose a color. Rooms with the chosen color are more likely to be drawn. Pretty good. Each time you draft a room on the west side, lose 5 and gain a key. That's bad. Add the armory to the draft pool. Probably going to do that one. When you reach rank 8, you may choose knight, bishop, rook, or queen. Gain the power of that piece until the end of the day. Also kind of good. I'm going to take this. You may give up this power by doing it again any day. But armory, yeah, the no tithe, Megamind no tithe, it seems good. A priest making the Megamind, sending you the Megamind thing and going no tithe. So it really does seem like there's a lot more to do. Now, where is this grotto? Is it that boarded up thing that I got? It's not down here. I'm just going to ask, does leaving the smoke thing on not get rid of my 20 steps? That seemed to have been implied in the chat. Like, do I get the apple orchard even though I've got the gas on? Smoker has no influence on your 20 steps, correct? Huh. That feels strange to me. It seems so deliberately, like, the information seems so deliberately placed. Phil, if I knew you know, I'd be jumping at the chance to tell you. I know it. Don't I know it? Well, that appears to be the extent of what we can do for the day. Trying to think if there could be anything else. I can't open this door because I came very close to filling up the entire house this time, which would have been cool. I could have gotten another trophy for the trophy room. Nothing to end it in, especially. I guess I'll run through those rooms and see if there's. Got a green apple, which is new. Already done that puzzle. Oh, what was that? Oh, that's just the arrow. Okay. I use it so seldom that I was like, interesting. And then it was just a UI component. God, I wish I knew what the lines mean. It's distance between feet for the most part. In the drawing room, it was distance between feet. Foot span. Already done that. Get myself another orange. Look at that because it's fun. Get a little frustrated that I haven't figured out the combination sledgehammer situation. Get a little frustrated I hadn't figured out this clock puzzle. We're so close to the being within those times that I feel like it makes sense to just wait for a sec, but there's a circle on this. And there's also, like, very clearly, there's some sort of 4x4 grid puzzle that I just have not figured out at all yet. Like, I fundamentally am not close to understanding what the 4x4 grid puzzle is, but I know it exists. How does time move in this game? I think maybe like 3 seconds or a minute or something. Anyway, we're basically there now to midnight. Perhaps something cool will happen here at midnight. Or over here on this clock. We're within the range. We're within the range. You know? Maybe I'm supposed to be here at like 12:50 actually. That actually makes more sense because then it's the difference between them, and the hour hand will be here and the minute hand will be there. That makes actually a lot of sense. That just moved backwards. Did you see that? What's going on here? Is going past midnight impossible? I wonder. I think that might be what it is. Because it can't go past the day. So the time goes back. So the only way to get this is at 12:50 p.m. That must be what it is. So I got to be in the den at 12:50 p.m. That's my next guess on that situation. It won't ever go past midnight. Okay. Neat. Gotta be in the bomb shelter at 1. All right. Do I just go to sleep? Anything else? Commissary, boudoir, locksmith, kitchen. I guess I'll just run over to the... Quick check again. Yeah, okay. Run over to the chapel / commissary. I think I've already bought everything. Make absolutely positive that I have. There's no whatnots. Yep. And the key shop, and then we will retire for the day. You can just buy keys till the cows come home. Interesting. I would have thought they ran out. All right, and so we're going to go to bed with 21 keys and 20 gems. A good day. A good day indeed. Garden Shopping Center of the Dead. It's a funny name. We had just 2 missing for a complete build that time. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Before we do this next run, I'm going to run an ad. So I'm sorry if you just had one, but I'm going to be running an ad so that there are no pre-rolls. Be right back. Oh, can I not? I recently ran an ad. No, I didn't. Oh, I guess I did. I guess it just ran an ad? Huh. Oh, because I restarted the stream, I guess. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I'll just be right back real quick. Nice. Not quite my tempo. Let's go. Should have gotten the coins first.
Thanks for watching the Phil Jameson stream. Did you know that if you have Amazon Prime, you can link it to your Twitch account and receive Prime Gaming for free? It's true. And with Prime Gaming, you can subscribe every month to this channel
Really?
for free.
Wow.
It supports the channel, and you also get all the benefits of a Tier 1 sub.
Nice.
So I'd love if you use it on me.
Naturally.
But if you don't use it on me, use it on somebody.
Of course.
But use it on me.
Will do.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hello, Song Sprite. And if anybody else said hello, I'm sorry. I'm not going to say hi to you because I don't have that redemptions thing open. But that's what you get for trying to get me, you know? All right, 10 coins. All right, today we're trying to figure out what's going on with the night. We're also trying to find the grotto, I guess, and we're trying to combine. We're trying to combine some items to make a cooler, better, nicer item. And reservoir draining. There are 2 false statements. A box with a false statement is empty. This box is empty. So if this is false, that means there's only one false statement, which means both of these are true, which would work. Because that means it's this one. If this is true, that means both of these are false, which means no box with a false statement is empty, which can't be the case. This has to be false. If this is false, there's one false statement. It's the only false statement. These are both true. That's empty. This one's empty, which means this is it. Still haven't fucked this shit up. I'm still cruising, dude. Hallway or pantry? Probably hallway. Better doors. Nursery or chapel. I'm gonna do chapel to try to fill everything up. Sorry that I lose my money. I guess I should have done this last, but whatever. Bedroom closet. Unfortunate that I picked bedroom closet way back when. It was the wrong pick, but we did it, so. Nice. Get the coin purse. So we have to figure out what connects to a hammer and I think I take secret passage here. Hammer and lever to create a new item. That's the question. Could also take coin room, get 13 coins and a key. I think I'm actually going to do that. It seems bad since so many of the bedrooms are dead ends. Yeah, so my thought process was because they are dead ends and that's why it's like worse, but it does give you 2 items instead of just 1 extra item. I got that upgrade quite early before I really knew. I think it's bad. I think it's the wrong pick. But couldn't have known. So I can't do commissary if I want to keep going. I have to do corridor. I'm going to go corridor. And then I'm going to go back. We can keep going if we need to, but in the meantime, honestly, I'm fine with a dark room here. Get it early. Don't have to worry about it later. I'll draft this, whatever it is, this gem requirement. Beautiful. It's a locksmith. I'll buy a lockpick kit and a special key. Hopefully it's one of the keys I haven't found yet. It is a key that I have found. That is okay. I'll do another gem one here. Nursery. Great. Okay, so whenever I draft a bedroom, gain 8. I do have to succeed in these other rooms, but that shouldn't be too tough. I have plenty of other options, and now I have probably a pretty good chance of getting a lot of steps for the future. I guess I should have gone to the basement because I think I got an upgrade disc in the basement that I never... Maybe I could just go into my foundation and get that upgrade disc, actually. That stinks. I'm toast already here. I got to go up to the corridor. All right. Guess we do quest bedroom to get 18 steps. And our little quest. Not quite game over, but I mean, it's theoretically a game over kind of soon, which is kind of crazy. I need a couple doors here. I need a den or I've got a lot of options. Drawing room works, den works. I'm going to go drawing room because it lets me have a better chance of continuing on overall. Boy, okay, so... It's interesting also that there's drawing on this clock like that, like a little circle on the clock. And on so many of the items. I mean, I guess I've always noticed that the art style of a lot of the items has like the drawing on it. I guess I never really thought of the fact that that could be like some sort of magic that is that happens because of the place we are. Observatory, for sure. Observatory is always sick. Always gives you a bunch of benefits for not that much. Apples are delicious. Chests in the entrance hall. Rooms with 4 doors are more common. The slice and clavis the key. Seems good. Put the vault here or a spare bedroom. I gotta go spare bedroom. 8 plus an orange. Keep on going. Keep on going. Lockpick worked. East Wing Hall. Seems good. We're trying to get the laundry room. We're trying to get the archives. We're trying to get... I guess I could do the greenhouse here. I could do the bunk room. That would be decent. I'm not going to do the greenhouse. I'm going to do bunk room here. Get a hell of a lot of steps. A couple of gems. Neat. Lockpick kit. I'll do a special key here because it ideally will have a bunch of doors. Closed exhibit. Here we go. The doors in this room are security locked. I've never had it. I might be toast once I go to the drawing room, but I gotta try it. All right, we got one of these. Interesting. Oh, it's one of these. Okay. Oh, I can fill up. I need to get one in each. Cool. A fake crown. Dearest children, the pieces are in place and all rigid cogs have been greased. However, if our ambitious plans are to succeed, we must strike this Tuesday. The routine changing of guard personnel on the first of each month means the opportunity we have created for ourselves will likely never be so opportune. If we wait even one additional day, one additional week, the window will be closed. On Tuesday, there will be 3 royal guards stationed at Learson Hall, 2 of which will be wearing black gloves in lieu of the traditional white. It would be wise to sacrifice almost everything to avoid the white glove guard, striking only when he takes a recess. The 2 black glove guards have been instructed to bind, blind, and gag themselves to spare us the extra minutes it would take on your group to execute on their task on their behalf. However, that also means once we reach the exhibit, we will truly be on our own. May the black swords guide us. May the black skies shield us. May our fathers be proud of us. In arms, your faithful soldier, Pharaoh. Okay, so we got Pharaoh. Led the coup. Pharaoh Ruota, perhaps? He is now working on network security in your home. All right. So we're hoping for like a right to left shop, ideally. I don't know if that exists. Rotunda's pretty good. Archives is great because honestly, I'm okay with it. I want to... Oh, no, but I don't have the patio yet. I need to get the patio. Which I need to get to the west side of the house to do. If I do that, yeah, that's all right. Let's do it. Let's invest in our futures theoretically. I believe the filing cabinet that I can open will be this one, maybe? I actually don't know. I don't know if it is here. It might be somewhere else. But I assume it's probably that one. That's all the stuff. Just quickly check to see if there's any scribbles or whatever. Caleb Manning is a good guy. Grand treason. Okay, September 2nd is when the jewel was stolen. That might be an important date. Crown stolen. Thieves in the Royal Capitol broke into one of the Crown's fabled closed exhibits. The lavish rooms have been reserved. Okay, so maybe Pharaoh was actually a good guy. It wasn't leading the coup. It was leading the theft of the crown. They subdued the royal guard, disabled the security system. Yeah, okay. So she could also literally be Pharaoh. My mom literally might be Pharaoh. Ruby crown of Arinda Ares, the priceless. So Arinda being the old royalty, they call it the ruby crown, despite the fact, well, I know rubies can be multiple colors, but it implies that it's red. It's not. All right. Great. Cloister or passageway, both good options. I have a shovel, though, so I'm going to go cloister. And then, yeah, I have to click both. That's the deal. Turn it. Phil, did you say I should invest in futures? Broken lever dug under the ground. Wow. I did not say anyone should invest in anything ever. Nor did I say they shouldn't invest in anything ever. I'll use a key to go down. That's fine. Great Hall with lockpick is not the worst thing. I'll try it. Invest in anything ever. Lockpick. Okay, no worries. Lockpick. Great. Okay. Useless. Lockpick. Nope. Lockpick. Nope. Lockpick. Nope. Lockpick. Nope. Lockpick. All right. Not great, but I've seen worse. Billiard room gives me keys. Archive floor plan, gem. I'll do that. All right, I could dig, probably. It's locked. I can't try to lockpick a trunk thing. No dig spots. I will use this on this, even though it's probably not the best idea. See if it's a good idea. Ooh, a compass and a treasure map. So it's do. I could do that. Right? Third, fourth, over one. Yeah. Oh, no, I'm wrong. Storeroom doesn't connect to that. I wonder if I have to care if it's just in the closed exhibit anyway. I have so many steps. Let's just try. It might legit just be like in there. There might be a X marks the spot situation in here. Where in the room? Kind of. Yeah, treasure map. This looks like the spot. Time to start digging. What do we got? I've never done a treasure map before. I think it might be a permanent. Call me crazy, but I think it might be a permanent upgrade. or like an interesting new item. One of the lost coffers of Mount Holly. Ah, alright. Sucks. That's alright. You can call me crazy now. You can call me crazy now. Phil, you're crazy. Rotunda? Lose all my gems? Nah. Archived. What do we got? Ooh, 46 power weight room. Brutality has been unleashed. I don't think I want to reset the alarm system. I think it's time for me to go rob the exhibit, dude. Well, I don't think that's gettable without touching those. So, just have to reset the alarm now. The hell? Yeah, exactly, Chris. The fuck, man? What are they trying to do to me? I can get a bunch of steps. I can get a key. And then some steps. I'm going to do that. Bacon and eggs. Kitchen gives me food for sale. I'll do that. Gets me over to the West Wing, which is what I want, really. Chef salad. For every green room in your house, club sandwich I'll buy. Banana. Let's buy that for now. I guess it's actually pretty good because it's like a free reroll a lot of the time, even though it doesn't help you reroll like bad things away. If it's like something like this where I'm like not 100% sure, I could do it. Could redraw, or I could take the bedroom. The bedroom locks that off fully. So does the morning room. I think I'm going to redraw using the crown. West Wing Hall, beautiful. So the crown actually came through good. I thought it sucked, but I was wrong. It's so sick. It's my favorite item. I do want the secret passage because I want to get the patio. Because if I get the patio, I can get... I have a good chance of getting a patio here, too. I can get the filing cabinet key. Veranda. This is guaranteed to be one of the green rooms. I guess I'll redraw because I can't tell what it is. Special cost bypassed. Do I do courtyard or do I do archive floor plan? I guess I go with this. Good luck. Patio? It's okay. Still good. It's actually pretty good in this run because you have 5 red rooms drafted. It's true. It's also just it's a solid item. Like it can't hurt. I think I go laboratory. Hope for the thing that gives me gold based on how many red rooms I have, because that's pretty good for me. I will not be able to complete the entire house, unfortunately, if I do that. Whereas if I don't do that, I actually have a decent chance. No, I don't. I can't see all my rooms. I can't do that. Can't try to get a full house in this particular run. It's not going to happen. I'm going to get down to like the last ones, roll dice, and it's not going to work out. And I think we all know it. Experiment setup. Continue with experiment. For each hallways. Okay, whenever you find some trash while digging, I will do. Gain 1 key for each 2 hallways in your house. I think that's probably the move. I know I have at least 2 hallways. I might have 4 with the aquarium and whatnot. Log in a network. I'm going to try one more. Route C. It's not right. So I'm going to do Swan Song now. I'll do one per day if I can't find his name. Okay, staff services. Nah. I'm going to go remote terminal access, view active terminals. I could do any of these. I'm going to go ahead and do the office. Or do I want to do that? If I dig up a bunch of trash, I actually can get the unlock all doors in the house. So I'm actually not going to do that yet. If I keep digging up trash, I can unlock every door in the house by increasing the amount of, like, whatever there is in the situation. I'm so good at talking sometimes. Okay, Knight in the Armory. Makes sense. Black Knight in the Armory. Purchase weapons and armor. Once per day, while drafting, you can equip Knight's Shield to ignore the negative effect of any one red room. Sure. That's permanent. You may use the axe in the room directory to permanently remove the gem cost from one room. Okay. And the mace, tomorrow morning, gain 1 and can knock the locks off chests and trunks. I will buy this. And then I just said I wanted to do a different experiment, but I think or a different remote connect, but I think that I want to distribute money because I want to get that. Well, distributing money, I might still be able to do it. I have 62 steps. Let's wait. I might be able to do both is the thing. And if I could do both, everybody's happier, you know? Everybody's happier if I could do both. I'd love to take that axe and get popping, you know? Take the archived one. Why not? Rotunda. Rotunda. I'm never happy, Phil. That's a lie. I'm usually happy. That's great. I'm glad to hear that. Lockpick doesn't work. It's my last key. Good luck to me. Car keys seem like trash, so I'm kind of glad. I could do bedroom, which connects me to foundation, which lets me keep going. But also just connects to the same room as weight room. I could take the random one, but I'm going to do a reroll. Patio is what I want. Right? Yes. Plus it lets me dig. Show me some trash. Damn it. Mad I didn't dig up trash. It's pretty funny. Get the file cabinet key. A gem. Maybe there's a place to dig in here. There usually is. There is indeed. What do we get? Tin can? Of course. About here. Like clockwork. Let me actually go down here because I think there's an upgrade disc that I picked up and didn't ever use. Yep. Wrote under. All right, we do have the locksmith all the way back here if need be. But right now, we're gonna, I think, go find an additional red letter. That's my guess. The laboratory's down there. Yeah, I'm going to go to the laboratory and do the money experiment. I'm not going to be able to keep digging. Like, I've already done all the green rooms pretty much. I don't think I'm going to get very many more green rooms. This lets me do an upgrade first as well. Courtyard. Two gems, 5 dig spots are always left unlocked. Courtyard. It becomes a hallway as well. Gems in the courtyard seems good if you're going for the green one. 5 dig spots is fine. Always left unlocked is pretty useful. I feel like keys are one of the things that I run into issues with the most. I'll go with that. Upgrade that. Now, we will log in a network. We will run the office thing, even though it's feasible we could get more because we want to get the money to eventually get that axe and eliminate gem cost from a thing permanently. Seems good. We got to get to that grotto, dude. Spread gold in estate. Run payroll. It's just servants' quarter and maid's estate. I don't need to do that because they are not there. But good. Now I just need a bunch more of those. I need to find a bunch of those coins. All right. I think they'd be on that table there, so maybe not. But oh, a lot of missed stuff there that I just barely saw. How many people in the chat saw that and were like, ah? Anybody? I first interpreted always left unlocked as the direction always left unlocked. Only Chris. Could do the boiler room. And that gives me some nice openings theoretically to other rooms. But I don't know if I can do the one on the right. I know I can go to the left, right? My entrance is this one here. So I can definitely go on that one. Going on this stuff, maybe not so much. I guess, I don't know. I get one for sure. It's a boiler room. I could theoretically do. Rumpus room is also good though. Gives me like 8 gold as well as a little bit of lore. I got to go with the Rumpus room, dude. I can't not take the Rumpus room when the Rumpus room is available. Rumpus room is Lore City. Lore City over here.
And as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara.
Sick.
And I suspect you wish me
2x speed, 2x speed, 2x speed. The fact that it always plays that first part is wild.
image is becoming clear.
Okay. Looked like maybe a tree with a broken stone under it, but I think that might have just been.
Pattering steps of children running in the forest. The joyful echoes of laughter in the courtyard. I see an old man sitting in an even older chair.
Okay. Drawing room,
Scene
courtyard.
that has served many generations. Each with their own stories. Each with their own secrets. Each with their own endings. But all in the same chair.
Okay, the chair in the drawing room is like.
Heard here has been foreseen
I don't know how much that's the future.
by the great Alzara until the dawn of the following
You know? That's a bunch of old dead people, but alright.
to say.
If you say so. In my opinion, old dead people, I know this is like a little bit controversial to say, but in my opinion, old dead people are not the future. Could do the boiler room. Not gonna, but I could. Yeah, I know. Kind of messed up, right? But if you're old and dead, I just fail to see how you're going to significantly affect the future. Does that make sense? Okay, I have the Great Hall. I can get to the right side with the workshop if I do this smoothly. And then my quest bedroom will be paid off. But first, we're going to come over here because we got a sledgehammer and a broken lever this time. All right. What else do we have that could theoretically do something? Nothing, dog. Damn. Compass and shovel. Dowsing rod. Phil's shocking take on old dead people. Can I not dig anymore? Need something else, dude. What is it? What else do you need? Is something, I don't know if I'm allowed to say. Where's Chris? Oh no. I missed something. I don't know if you're saying I could pick something up on this table, but if that's what you're saying, then no. I already looked at that as well. Okay, so kind of putting it all on red here. Lockpick, beautiful. Security, we get there. The pantry gives me more items, and so does the other one. Sorry, this one gives me more items, but security gets me to that door. All I have to do is go back to locksmith and get the keys and get back here, and I can get into the antechamber, increase my allowance by 2 yet again. But first, six gems, 15 coins, 3 trunks. 15 coins is pretty sick. Keycard system. Can you increase my allowance by 2 also, Mom? I don't have a keycard, so we'll turn that off. You want to whisper 2 hands? Damn, you missed a lot. All right, this is locked as well. All right, well, guess we're going to go back and we're going to look at this thing again to see if it's like hinting. Man, now I'm like, there's something here that I missed, but I think I'm going to leave. I think I'm just going to not assume. I'm just going to pretend I didn't see the message, and I will move on with my life. As much as it is currently screeching in my brain, I will do my best to pretend it is not. Valid. I say a lot of things. Okay, we're looking for all those 15 coins on our way back. We're now back in the zone where there might be some coins on tables and such. But we're also moving towards the archives. Where we should be able to. Nice. Upgrade disc and a certificate of birth. Mary Matthew Epson. Let's go over to my family tree. Okay, this is what it says in the family tree, so that's not like a shock. Guess the laundry room must have the other key, other relevant key. Okay, so we want to do Mary Epson, born Oh 1/22/1958. Sarah Drivian is the Fen Aries registrar. She's like a red guard. And Lily Rezian Rose is the doctor. Uh, 4:05, I guess. Tuesday, in case that's relevant. Probably not, but Mary Matthew Epson. Lady Clara Epson and Simon Sinclair. Okay. Let's make sure there's nothing. That's the seal. Foggy. Yeah, it's the Fen Aries seal. Yep. Okay. All right. And I think we're locked out of anything else other than getting to the antechamber via the Great Hall, which we can do by going and getting a bunch of keys. Straight down to the parlor, and then over to the locksmith, and then back up. Who's going to get the bread recipe one today? Oh, I guess I should have been checking. Is 3 keys going to be enough? If I spend more on keys, I might not be able to get the axe. I don't think I'm going to be able to get the axe anyway. I want to come all the way back. Four keys should be enough. My odds of not getting one in 4 keys will be... It'd be very hard not to get one in 4 keys. Okay, I just wasted 2 steps big time. Okay. Bash this open. Nice. Should have done that first. Didn't need to spend that money. Got the key card as well, so I can... Actually, I don't think I need to, actually. There's no... Yeah, everything else is locked. Security, actually, I could do that there. So that's good. And there should be one more chest somewhere in this house, but it's not here. It's the quest bedroom. Is there money in there? Worth a look. There's not money in here. The winner is Mananom. That is correct. It's a pretty good animation, right, guys? I don't mean to boast, but that's a pretty good animation, I would say. It's 10 right there. Gets me to 22 or 23, depending. Could go over there to try to get some more, but I don't know what the likelihood of... there's probably some money in there, but what are you going to do? Coins, coins, coins. Here's the chair. This is the really important chair. Why? Maybe it's not. Maybe he's just a... He's a dumb contraption. He doesn't know what he's talking about. What do you guys think? You think he's just a dumb contraption who doesn't know what he's talking about? All right, up to the archives. Anything back here? to the Great Hall. I'm scared to say things now. Good. No, you don't have to be scared. Particularly when I'm just making a little joke like that. I don't want to make you go loco. You don't want me to be living La Vida Loco? Wah. All right, then I'm going to bring back the P topic again if I can say anything. I didn't say you could say anything. Excuse me? Excuse me? You say you you tell your chat don't be afraid to talk and they say fine, then I'll piss everywhere. All right, I'm going to go over to the security, and on the way I'm going through the yeah, this chat's just a kitchen sink. Da-doom. I'll quickly check in the weight room. Dang, no cash money in the weight room. You hate to see it. We still have a shot at cash money, though. We still may yet acquire some cash money and axe out cost permanently. I would love... Right about now. Also, we're going to check to see if, like, key card can go with sledgehammer. You never know. Dang. Key card is combinable, though, bizarrely. I wonder with what. Furnace? Okay, or I'm going to go library because... Oh. Nah, I'm going to go library. I still don't know what furnace might do. I've not figured out anything furnace related, but this allows me to request a book, but it also gives me a better chance at getting... I think I've got everything. Yeah. I guess I go get Swimbird again. I don't know. Why not? Bookshop. It's funny that I can see that it's the car keys. Should I just get the car keys to see if it combines in the workshop? I kind of want to. Showroom has luxury items for sale, but I don't think I have enough money to buy anything with 20. Master bedroom is neat, but I don't need it. I didn't invent urine. All right. I'm going to check my... I can check the night shield. When the night... it says once per day, the night shield. Oh, while drafting. Okay. So I can't... I don't hold on to this. So I don't know why it says... I guess once per day is just to say you only get to do this once with this item, but... We're going to check the dowsing rod because I feel like that might be unique to... Like, I don't think that'll prevent me from finding a shovel. We'll see what happens, but... I think that's a good thing to check. All right, let's upgrade another item or another room. Car keys definitely combined with sledgehammer makes broken car keys. You never know. Maybe it like works with the lever somehow. If you have exactly 2 hallways, exactly 2 shops, exactly okay. 2 green rooms, double your gems. Probably exactly 2 hallways, double your keys. Yeah, let's do that. Keys are the thing I usually miss the most. Okay. What's this room? That's the luxury room. All right, let's go get our allowance token. I love to get an allowance token every time I play the game. Our money is goated. Into the workshop. Did something add? Car keys aren't even combinable. They are combinable. The broken lever is combinable with sledgehammer. That's that. Lockpick's combinable with nothing. Coin purse is combinable with nothing. I mean, this rabbit foot. Or a lockpick kit could be combinable with. Strange. Let's read this again, see if it... The true box does not always contain the prize. I have no clue what the fuck you're talking about, dog. What? You're acting crazy. Bishop in the rumpus room? I don't think I noticed that before. It seems like none 2 hands because the car keys aren't on there at all. Was what always there? What? The bishop? I think so, but I'm so distracted by all the stuff in here, you know? They got bottles of nice looking hot sauce. They got other stuff. So, all right, let's, I guess, go down to the basement. I don't know if there's much point in doing this, but I guess let's try to finish the game again and... Already done the upgrade thing today. Yeah, the bishop. Okay, so if you have the card, you can always come back here. It's nice. This is already open, so I can just come through here. The reservoir is a bit more drained, so I can see what's going on. It's not drained all the way, though. So I can't get any lower than this. But it does look like if I drain it all the way, I can get maybe over there. Or if I drain it a little bit more, I can get to that section. That being said, this is kind of the place you want to be. So now I don't have to do this ever again, the whole puzzle. I can just get over to the end by rotating this. Y'all pumped for Andor this evening? If I had the power on, I could go do this, which I did forget about last time. And I'm mad at myself about it. Nice, guys. It's like I posted a first person to post it wins, but it was just you guys. Inner Sanctum. Inner Sanctum? I hardly know her, Sanctum. I hardly know her, probably, honestly, is fine, because you call it a sanctum, and that's probably a pretty good joke, actually. It probably actually works. Now let's close that door. And let's open the door again. Feel bad I never got an Andor. I hear it's so good. You know what's cool? You could do it today. Andor is a really interesting one because it's very clearly like follows in the footsteps of the politics of the original movies, where it's actually about violent insurgent behavior that is justified against a powerful empire. And it doesn't do like the clutching about it. That is what it's about. This feels like it's something as well. I bet I can sledge through this if I do the combination. That's my guess. My guess is the sledge with the lever, I can do something to just sledge through like the rocks better or something. That's my guess. I feel bad. I need to watch it. You can't. You should feel bad. That's right. That's right. Feel bad. We want you to be upset. That's what everybody here wants. And then this is the other. Yep, I don't want to go over there ever again. And all right. And then that's there. Good, good, good. We can just keep running for a little bit. Go up here. This is just the... Okay. All right. So, note to self. I need to do the power thing. I need to do the reservoir. 429. Oh no, my intrusive thoughts. They're coming true. They're being stated out loud. They're all being confirmed. Okay. We don't have anything else we could do. Despite my immense inventory. Tomorrow, gain a star. It's not bad. Night Shield's not really that good. I wish I didn't buy it because I might have actually been able to afford the other thing. I don't really have the steps to get what I want to get done. So I can either switch out the dowsing rod or I can call it a day. I think I'm just calling it a day. I'm like regularly... I could put the basement key in... Well, I probably can't do that. Probably can't put the basement key in the coat check. Maybe I can, but I don't think it's actually even that worth it. Did you get your allowance? I did get the allowance token. I'm up to 14 now. Quest bedroom has already given me 4 extra allowance. I'm going to call it a day. Before I do, I'm just going to run and see if I happen to stumble on the coins that I can get. They would be like in these next couple rooms, and then I can get back. If not, then I'm screwed. All right, I think I'm screwed. Oh. Couple coins. Yeah, I can't make it back to the place I need to go. Close though. Good night, sweet prince. Genie, you're free. All right. Last run of the day is now. And we're going fast this time. Never mind, you died. Yeah, I died. I'm going to grab a quick water, though. While this... Why do we need to return to the campsite when we own the house now? Maybe you like nature. It's a good question. I think the general idea that they're maybe trying to sell me is that I've grown to like the rules or whatever. But you know, I'm not a huge fan of rules. Is there anything that I should actually visit the grotto for? I am asking this question. I think I'm going to go Tomb. Tomb guarantees me access to the reservoir. Yes, there is. Okay. And it'll give me some gold later. There are things in the grotto. Okay. So I should follow the power lines. Can I go to the grotto right now? I wasn't paying as much attention as I should have paid to the cutscene, I think. So, Can I access the grotto right now? What's up, Nick? Okay. Yeah, I saw that there... Okay, there it is. Saw there was a power line. I just didn't realize. Okay. Let's do some grotto business. I will always relate grotto to Link's Awakening. There sure are some fucking things in the grotto, aren't there? Jesus. A data microchip. Okay, it looks like the grotto has the 4x4 puzzle in it here. It looks not like I'm supposed to plug this in elsewhere. It looks like I'm supposed to bring two other things here. Got some binary going on, but it's with I's and O's instead of ones and zeros. Bizarrely. Scale back a little bit, see if it... Okay. It is 2 stacks of 4 puzzles. Like... Oh no, that's only 3. Okay, we got a computer over here now. Blackbridge. Administrator. Okay, so this is... I would love to not do this, but I just want to. And just to save my own sanity. Okay. Because if it was Z, I know I just moved it one towards me, but oh, that's the wrong lowercase. This admin key has been deactivated. That's so messed up. How are you gonna do that to me? I guess we could do I mean, Jame P. Yeah, okay. We'll try it. We'll try Jame P. We're Simon. I guess it could be Joan. It could be Herbert. Herbie. Okay. So I know it's silly, but I just also realized that my older brother is like me and my older brother. It might not be me and my older brother that wrote that book. I might not have a brother. I've been assuming I've had a brother this whole time, but that book that is the nursery, that is the bunk beds rather, might have just been Simon and Herbert, my grandfather and great uncle in game. Yeah. Yeah, we could try Caleb Manning. I don't know if he would do the same. Let's try Gray Daniels. No, that's mom's fake name. And then there's Jones Mary. That is our last name, right? Jones. I'm not out of my mind. Yeah, we married, so maybe Epson. Maybe like Mary Epson, maybe Simon Epson. Like that's my new name. Okay. Why would they do that though? Why would they put this here? If like that's a very strange thing to me, is that they gave you a clue about an admin key and then yeah. It's like not. I happen to know the answer, but I'm not trying to give any non-revealing hints. Oh, just because you've played it. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I want the answer. Try some other names that I have. Okay. I noticed that the capitalization actually didn't matter also, which is interesting. Admin 1, 2, 3. Okay, we could try Sinclair H. Admin not found. Sinclair Simon. Maybe like Baron? Maybe it's like Jones Baron? Baron Jones? No. I think my last comment was the answer. I haven't played the game, but it's a really good guess, and I'm sure we'll know. Deason. There's a lot of names. There's, hey. Anne Babbage, user database, personnel access, so we could just log in with one. With one of the other ones. Okay. And 3 additional delisted admin keys. Okay, so Thompson and Armour, Randolph Moore and Kimberly Thompson. So funny that you could just be like, all right, no longer am I that. I mean, it makes sense that you could log out and log in. The way Babbage was right, so funny. She's the head of the household. It does make sense, but it's also funny. Electronic mail settings. Put all of them on. Check connection off site. All right. I'll turn them all on. That'll give us some new mail, probably. Terminal timeout settings. New default setting. Requires a new connection each time the user attempts to log into the network. Is there any downside to doing 1 month? I am asking this question. I can't imagine there's any downside to requiring a new connection or to not requiring a new connection over the month, but I'll just ask to confirm. The downside is you don't have to waste time. Isn't that the upside? Or are you just saying, like, it sometimes is better to spend more time or something like that? Yeah, it's an upside. Okay, cool. Last cables have finally been laid, and the office terminal has been connected to the central network. Given the ever-changing network of the rooms on the estate, we chose to install the server outside of the house. Small cavern off the eastern drive was selected for the server site. All remaining computer terminals on the estate are now connected to the network mainframe. I've also asked the Baron to come up with a name for the network. Just named Blackbridge, somewhat ominous name for the project, given the legend from which the term derives, though very fitting considering we chose an actual cave to house the mainframe. I only hope that our servers do not suffer that same fate that befell those in the story. Fixed connection error that was occurring between the office and security. Added electronic mail. Recording capabilities of all cameras have been disabled. The existing video playback functionality has been removed. A couple deleted logs here on the 2nd and the 3rd, which I believe is that the day that the theft happened? No, that the 2nd, that was maybe when she went missing. Okay. Yeah, the 2nd through the 9th and then a few more in July. New admin key created. Requested name doesn't fit with our typical length formatting. All other terminal inboxes have been archived, can only be restored via this control. I've done that. Access the mainframe and restore to perform routine maintenance. Restore to perform routine maintenance. Access privileges. Full access and access to archived admin logs and deleted database entries. So I want to give archive access to everybody. RTA is down while we work on a solution. RTA is working again. Added and deleted. Tom K. Catherine Thompson. All right. I'm going to write that down just in case I forget. Data files. Import trophy data. No, I don't want to do that. That's if you get a 1-day trophy, you can import it to this one. Okay. Well, that's good. That's new. I guess I should take this. This will probably respawn if I like lose without bringing it back. I have to imagine it will. It's very interesting that that's a 4x4 grid and this is a 4x4. It's very, very interesting. And this is also very interesting, and I don't know what to think about it. Consider my interest piqued. I think it's very interesting. I haven't gotten to the gazebo yet either. I'm not sure if I can, but nah, I won't make a wish yet. Another time, another time. Let's go this way. Yeah, hallway to the corner. Nice locked trunk out in the front. Adjust the rarity of the floor plans in your house conservatory early. You love to see it. Especially when you have not... I want the laboratory to be commonplace. It does cost a gem, but I start with a gem, and that'd be a great one to start with. Secret passage. I'll put that at standard. Dark room, I will put it unusual. You know what? I'll go all the way to rare, because I've already gotten the secrets from it, so... Not much point in keeping it around, I don't think. Do I have a... I already wrote Rook in the conservatory, right? It's not as important now that I've solved the puzzle, but... I did. All right, my goals. Nah. We're going storeroom. We're trying to buy some books today. We're trying to, if we can get the powered pump room, that's great. We can probably drain the reservoir, which I think would be cool. Just found a magnifying glass that we almost went away from without getting. And we're feeling sick as hell and really cool. Corridor. Paid for this game, and I'll be damned if I don't stretch out the playtime as much as I can. Yeah, I mean, I've gotten great value already. It is worth the price. It is worth the requested price. This coming from a notorious cheapskate. Oh, in response to Nicholas. Getting the extra time of the login. All right, laboratory back up. Perfect. Let's do it. Need a key card to continue that way, but that's all right. Let's get this experiment popping. A letter will be delivered to the mail room. I think I want that. And then I know I have at least one locked trunk I could open theoretically. If you draw a drawing room floor plan, I only have one. That seems like a pretty hard thing to continuously get. But this one maxes out at 3. Shop room, I still have maybe like 3. I'm going to go with this one. I think it might actually be better than it looks. Because it is, I think, a common thing. And we can distribute money later. Or whatever. Okay. Let's get over to the corner. Laundry room. I don't have the gem for it. You hate to see it. Observatory is sick. But it does use up my gem, but I might get another gem by doing it. I'm going to take the observatory. The coroner? That's right. We're going to go to the coroner. We're dead. Everything's 50% off. Whoops. I didn't realize that was a Draxus situation. We've accidentally opted into the Draxus situation. But we do have 50% off everything, which seems good. Study, breakfast nook, or locksmith. Can't do locksmith. Study is a dead end, but I'm going up from the den anyway. So let's get it. We did go to the corner. You're not wrong. Couple of dice. And then this is December 8th. For a jump. You'll love to see it. Start the dub counter. Bump, 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 bump. Start the dub counter. Another victory in the bag. Bump, 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 bump. Start the dub counter. Oh, I want a game. 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 Okay. Zoom in on this. No. Awooga. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What's going on with the globes? Is it really just a toy? Chamber of Mirrors. They're all identical from a usefulness perspective, so this might be a really actually short run because if I get another dead end here, I'm done. I do have rerolls, but okay, so I can reroll with dice first. I would have loved to get that attic. Oof, another. Am I done? Do I just do it? Can the locksmith ever have the key card? Hall of Mirrors only lets you go through it if you come in from the other side. I could go to Parlor and I could hit the button again, but I don't have the ability to get through from the right angle. I'd have to come in from the top and then it would be able to let me through. I guess I just spend a gem on the reroll. Servant's quarters. Spare bedroom lets me through at least. But we're in the rut-row raggy hours because we spent a gem on a reroll for the second room in the house. Draxus the Dead absolutely made us toast. I could just do laundry room. Nah, I can't. I have to try to at least continue. I haven't ever had laundry room. I don't know what it does. Launder currency, I assume, sends it to the next day, but that kind of is trash actually for me. I am just barely staying alive back to back to back. I could do the planetarium, just end it. And it is 5 o'clock. I think I, have you heard you had no gem for the laundry room? I did. I read those messages, and I was about to respond to them once I just made this decision. No, let's see it through. I mean, I get two gems or 2 stars for this. I have no gems. I don't have the key card. All right, won't be funny. Good point. Spare bedroom and den. Okay, we're still alive. Now I have the gem for the laundry room, guys. Got the drawing room here. If I take the drawing room, then I can no longer get any more letters. But if I don't take the drawing room, I have to redraw, and I'm probably screwed. So we're going to do that. No more letters. Actually, no, we can get letters because we have House of Mirrors. So I'm actually sick and really smart. Could do the coat check. Could do the... No, I cannot do the commissary. So I could do the coat check, or I could re-roll. I still don't know if the dowsing rod can actually dig. I assume it can't because it doesn't have a shovel on it anymore. All right, whatever. Let's redraw. Okay, only thing I can do is quest bedroom. Hook me up with a... Nice! Is that a key card? Hey! The run's alive, baby. It's more alive than it's ever been. Mount Holly gift shop. I already got that. Exactly 2 hallways while drafting this, which I do. I could double my keys, but it does end this corner, so I pretty much have to go for the souvenirs for sale situation. Or reroll. Yeah, let's just do this gives 2 doors. Room 46. Blue tents. Still can't do that, but dare mode. Mount Holly T. It just looks nice for a walk-in closet. I wonder if that does something. Probably does. All right. We'll go north. This is all your fault. All right. The furnace, which does use power, maybe I could melt something into metal? I don't know. This doesn't carry power, though, this room, so I won't be able to do that this turn, or this round. It's locked. Okay, I got to go to the other side of the house now. Which I can do straight down. It's a shame I didn't have the gem for the laundry room. It's funny that swimming trunks are literal trunks in the swimming pool. Yeah. You also get the trunks, but yeah, it is funny. It's both. I can keep the run alive. Okay, so this is showing me the rarity of each. I'll keep the run alive just for you. There must be so much money in the tomb. The tomb is absolutely loaded with money. I can unlock dare mode for sure. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there's $25 at least. Guess I go. No, I can't. I'm toast. I'm toast. Nothing I can do about it. If there's a key in there. Yeah, so. Well, you know. Sometimes you waste some time. Sometimes you do your best and you can't make it work. No sledge. No bedge, as they say. Let's see if I can do. Okay, now you have to do Swan Song on all these. You would never have known you couldn't afford the laundry room. I could have lived in bliss. Well, still, every run is better than the run that we had to do the time lock safe. You know? Lock it down, lock it all down. As we discussed in our meeting, we will be sealing off the entrance to the Blackbridge server this week, as well as archiving all our electronic mailboxes and locking access. I'm not sure just how tech-savvy we expect the Red Guard to be, but there's more than enough data on our servers that these extra precautions are, in my opinion, the very minimum measures that we should be considering, given the likelihood of an investigation next month. Don't worry too much about freezer access. The experiments we're doing are very sensitive, and they are already accounting for normal variations due to expected use and staff traffic. However, surprisingly, we did see a major temperature rise on Friday, which is related not to your freezer visit, but to the use of the furnace in close proximity. In the future, you should try to draft that a bit further away. The temperature rise from drafting that room has a major effect on temperature in the house, and even more so in rooms in close proximity to it. As I know you've been conducting temperature-related experiments this past week, I tried my best to avoid accessing my frozen stock during your normal working hours. However, on Friday, I was making my famous black truffle pizza and had to visit the freezer for a few ingredients. Hope I didn't mess anything up. I think I have DeCamp as a chef already. DeCamp. I don't. What's up, Zach? I'm chilling myself. Return to network menu, remote terminal access. It's kind of warm. Any benefit to any of this? I guess I could do shelter to see if somehow the thing worked there. On a scale of 1 to 10, how perplexed are we? Confounded? I'm actually pretty low on the perplex scale. There's a couple things I'm confused about still, but I've actually solved a lot of it. I'm pretty pleased with my overall perplexing. Security is nothing really, so we'll do shelter. Security, I've already got the key card, so I don't need to worry about that. And yeah, Draxus the Dead really messed us. Messed us up. Oh, a little higher, it looks like. 4.9 this time. Try it again. See if it's still 4.9 exactly. Yeah, okay. So I think every time the experiment succeeds, that'll be what's going on. Okay. Complete thaw except for cooler. Cooler's not affected. Game is pretty good at not having B2 esoteric. If it is, there's usually many ways to find more hints, clues. Yeah, I agree with that. I think they've done a fantastic job with this game, pretty much top to bottom, and I'm very impressed. So I don't have any more keys. I don't have any way to access more keys. Because if I did, I could go over to the Mount Holly gift shop and open this up. But I'm toast, I think. Some locked trunks and whatnot, but can't dig. And top to bottom, except for the time lapse safe. Yeah, I agree. That's the only puzzle where I've been like, come on, guys. Beef stew pie. The sale. Well, unless I can spot a key, you're toast. It's come true. I don't have any reason to think there would be additional keys in these older rooms. I can't dig. Is the laundry room the last room to unlock? You don't know. It's not. I have some other rooms. I haven't ever drafted the attic, which I think might have another safe, honestly. What else haven't I drafted? I think there's some other rooms I haven't drafted that I'm not aware of. Yeah. Can't think of anything else off the top of my head. Boy, I wish I could go get that money and do something with it. It's not going to be enough. I'm not going to be able to make it all the way to what have you. Do I have to return the microchip to the cave? I assume not. But like this microchip, do I have to? It's the shape of a moon, which is nice, but if I don't, what happens, I guess, is the question that I am asking, and I am asking it. I have solved the time lock safe, yeah. I guess I'll come put it back. Just returns to Grotto. Okay. Yeah, I feel like it's theoretically a seal that we're looking, or a sigil that we're looking at here. And this is our shape in the middle. But and it's like 6-pronged. But I don't know. All right, well, we drew Draxus. What are you going to do? These things happen. With that, I don't need to go get the coins. It's not enough coins to buy the bird, and I don't get to keep it. So let's just call it a day. We had 2 great days and 1 not so great day, and that's fine. folks, I appreciate you coming by. I had a nice time. I hope you did as well. I'm looking forward to Thursday, where we try to drain the reservoir. We try to find additional safes, draft the attic, draft the rooms we haven't drafted overall. And I think we will. I think we will have a very productive day on Thursday. But in the meantime, appreciate you coming by, and I will see you later.